Earlier Sunday, officials of the peacekeeping forces of Vietnam said in Saigon that release of the American POWs Hanoi will begin this week. Rapid progress reported in the execution and provisions of the Vietnam Peace Agreement. Canadian Ambassador McLaughlin of the Four Nation International Commission for Control of the Supervisor said, I believe arrangements are being made for the release of POWs by in the middle of the week. A Canadian delegation spokesman said covenant measures in the release will be effective to begin in the next 3 to 4 days.
Mr. Ward.
Ceasefire violation of continue throughout the world. These developments, American mines sweeping North Vietnamese waters were beginning as soon as possible. 5 U.S. C-130 transport flew to Hanoi Sunday to bring more than 100 additional North Vietnamese officials second to assist in maintaining the ceasefire.
For you. If you want to talk about Adam or anything, that's really sweet of you, but I don't think I'm ready yet. You know, I felt the same exact way when my mom got hurt. But eventually, I really...
In New York, Milwaukee's Mayor Meyer declared here Sunday that the Nixon administration revenue sharing program cutbacks that will be followed by category 8 cutbacks could turn out to be a cruel hoax. If you're in the bottom of the Hudson River and he joined 10 of our big city mayors on a tour of facilities affected by federal cutbacks, as mayor complained that the mayors have allowed himself to be in a position in regard to status quo when he need multi-billion dollars for additional investment. A preliminary budget expenditures includes, and indicates that it is an incipient trend of the part of presidential budgets that will make it a hoax. Letting one in a long shot of a disastrous trend lies ahead of the central cities that the mayor administration such as for social service programs. He said in the exhibit an outrage because it instead of moving and reordered our priorities now. The cities are being forced and dependent when they already have without the hope for additional aid. Meyer was one of 11 mayors who strolled over the strewn streets of the 2 Manhattan urban renewal projects in Yorkville and East Harlem and talking about cranes and budgets at a water pollution control plant site to demonstrate the impact of federal budget cuts. However, New York's problems match those in Milwaukee. Meyer replied, down a variation of the same theme, he is attending the Mayor's Legislature Action Committee on the U.S. Conference of Mayors here to map strategy on opposition administration plans. And there's an outrage that mayors expressed great certainty over how severe and impactful the cuts will be. There's no question but where Luzon, said New Orleans Mayor Boone Landreau, explained at a brief news conference in a grounded green tent. On a pollution plant site on the Hudson River, Landreau, who succeeded Mayor John Lindsay of New York as chairman of the Legislature Action Committee, complained that although the cities have been assured that new revenue sharing funds will be not being substituted for category A, the final examination of the budget indicates just the reverse. Mammon strategy to combat the cutbacks to the mayor's and also expressed over concern over the possibly vulnerable President Biden administration part that's cutting in aid, freeze on housing, and unfunded of appropriated funds. In February, they don't love us like they left us in October when they are mayor. Already in the election, San Francisco Mayor Joseph Alexander observed, we think they have well done the promises. Lindsay was hosted on the mayor's 3-hour tour on an unusually graffiti-free bus, and described the trip as demonstrating how severe the impact will be. Lindsay members of this committee explained the rents on 582 apartments to be built in the Yorkville site will soar from $20 to $40 a room to $75 to $80 a room because federal subsidy funds will not be forthcoming. And in a town where residents with from tenement windows, the mayor was sanctioned by 4 boroughs of uninformed community service officers hired with federal funds to augment regular members of the police, fire, and sanitation departments. And in Project Grid, plans for 603 apartments are being temporarily scrapped because of lack of federal subsidies will drive costs up and make the apartments unrentable. Last time before meeting, more meetings that Gracie mentioned was at the $700 million North River Pollution Control Plant. That facility was not affected by federal fees at all, but construction will be delayed on 5 of plants area, which would be 75% fully funded.
For savings options, visit latuda.com. All kinds of good things started when I started Weight Watchers' new Simple Start.
I started losing weight right away. I started smiling right away. And the weight keeps coming off. Simple Start was the 2-week jump start I needed.
And I'm well on my way. It's as simple as that.
You'll see.
Join for free and get motivation at meetings like I did.
28 convictions. Out of 28 cases, average fines of $3,000. Permanent injunctions prohibiting gambling in 4 Milwaukee taverns. That is the scorecard on gambling indictments issued by Milwaukee County Grand Jury panel last Friday to develop in the various bookmaking operations. 35 people were indicted on gambling charges, and with only 7 still pending in for the court, the prosecutors for the grand jury have yet to lose their first case. The common grand jury was the result of the 2-year investigation by organized crime section of the State Justice Department and was impaneled by Circuit Judge Sarah W. J. Stephenson, the Joint Request of Attorney General Robert W. Warren, and District Attorney E. Michael McCann. The penalties levied against the 28 convicted included 1 prison term, 1 jail term, and fines up to $8,000 and probation terms of up to 5 years. Not only a federal grand jury into gambling was less successful. December 1970, the federal grand jury handed down the gambling indictments against 6 men federal officials at the time, terminated the most comprehensive and intensive investigation in organized gambling charged by the local in recent years. The sources of the scorecard of the grand jury was 1 conviction and 5 acquittals. The conviction against Andrew J. Mackey, 5940 West Park Hill Avenue, was last month was fined $3,000 and placed on 3 years probation in federal court. 2 of the men had federal cases against them dismissed were later indicted on gambling charges of that by the local grand jury convicted. Salvatore Labrizia, 3140A and A North Wales Street, was found guilty of 1 felony count of commercialized gambling, $59 and placed on 2 years probation.
Central.
Nick.
Sorry, Avery.
The United Performing Arts Fund showcases talented producers and members on Sunday afternoon at the Performing Arts Center for as many as visitors have turned out to the first PAC open house on September 18, 1969. The chance to enjoy premature spring weather and to see talented performers in action drew about 9,000 Milwaukeeans to PAC for informal performers in all of the PAC showcase areas. Actually, the event was a spectacular sales demonstration. The UPAF is currently succeeding in seeking about $850,000 in funds to sustain the performing organizations. Demonstrations were convincing. The sales pitch was low-key. The performers really spoke for themselves. The crowd was a fluid one, moving in from the theater to sample offerings by the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra, the Music for Youth Symphony, the Bell Canto Chorus, the Milwaukee Repertory Theater, and the Skylight Theater, and the Florentine Opera Company. As the visitors moved throughout the halls, they were made aware of the UPAF's draft slogan, "Join us abroad, send money by volunteers, handing out buttons and literature." Applause was the natural reaction to the performance in Lion Hall. A group of volunteers paraded along bannering blazing with the slogan during the applause. Gordon Hinckley, the host in Lion Hall, and host in the Ware Theater, Folklore Hall, and Bradley Pavilion.
Stop staring at me like that and just go, okay?
Remain anonymous. Don't forget the last part of the slogan. What the UPAF is actually is how, with the public involvement fits into the program. Project was told in a sound slide show in Megan Lounge where 3 refreshments were being served. The members of the audience demonstrated that the impact of the UPAF performance members having a year, although the PAC is well into the 2nd million visitors since opening in 1969, was apparent from conversation on Sunday's crowd that opened in the house was were the first visit to the PAC for many. The repertory tour of your churches last Easter and influences at Summerfest created as following that turned that Sunday to be the repertory's home. Also, have apparently been patrons of the Symphony's Free Senior Citizens Concert exhibited a arbitrary attitude as they guided neighbors about the PAC. Youngsters benefactors of the Symphony's educational contest also be proud guides for the parents who have been too busy to make the trip to the PAC before. Fathers in the Skylight and the 4 times packed vocal hall to overflowing for the alternating programs of Mikado excerpts and operating characters and Assistant Dr. Edward Mum told the Symphony at a rehearsal for the Sunday night's Pops concert and Bernard Rubenstein, the MFY's conductor, rehearsed his talented young charges and Stravinsky's Petrarca. Everyone involved in the open house, the 40 UPAF volunteers and the cast of more than 4 performers donated their services. Even the stage hands caught the volunteer spirit there too, demonstrating the professional quality work that goes into PAC's performance by raising the middle organ out of the stage well for use of the bell cantos.
It's all out in the open. We're just supposed to get back together, just pick up where we left off.
I want to.
You claim you love me.
Common Council President William Drew Sunday adopted that the council would approve expansion of the area and remodeling in the auditorium. If it comes to the vote, I don't think that the council would authorize it. Drew said he was referring to the sale of bonds which were needed to finance the project, which would cost at least $3.5 million. Drew made his comments on WITI TV Channel 6's on Your City. Later he explained that he did not think there were enough votes to authorize the sale of the bonds, added that no specific date has been mentioned to bring the matter before the council. Drew also said that the thought that the $3.5 million consultant estimate for the arena stated it's probably a low figure, a minimum, and it's probably closer to $5 million. As council felt about the 3 other sports facilities being proposed, Drew said the council members did not have enough information to make any decisions. Consultants have recommended that 2,540 seats to the arena and that 65-year-old auditorium be completely renovated.
I mean, can't you accept the fact that Jill and I have rediscovered our love for each other?
No.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to reconnecting with the family. I mean, I can't wait to see the grandkids.
Let me make this very clear to you. Stay away from the kids. Okay, let's go. Okay? It's not worth it.
Yeah, come on, Devon, let's just get out of here.
Yes, could you prepare our room, please?
At least 12 persons died on Wisconsin roads during the weekend in traffic accidents that included 3 head-on crashes on 1 snowmobile car collision.
Here. I hope best it doesn't take too long preparing the room. I can't wait to consummate the marriage.
Madison, Wisconsin, preliminary plans for abortion homes and foster care programs for state senior citizens were described in a recent interview by Lieutenant Governor Martin J. Schreiber. Schreiber has worked in the coordinated experimental adult foster care along with his office in a group home in a pilot program for rural elderly people. As he explained the best methods to get county welfare departments possibly fought state legislation, they're directly involved in finding individually foster care homes and persons 65 years of age and older, he said. These alternatives may help the individual find the quality of life in a place other than a nursing home and does not need unusually medical care. Schreiber said, an adult foster home with an adult foster care group home located in central Wisconsin will be the permanent residence for 4 to 6 elderly people. Schreiber declined to name the location of the proposed home until plans are formalized. A daily bus service will take non-resident elderly people living in a 10-mile radius to the boarding home for meals and occupational therapy. This program will be provided for psychological and social needs of persons living in the rural community, he said. Schreiber said that they hope to have federal funds for the project by the end of February and hope to have the project of a program to be in operation by June. The adult foster care program is another attempt to give our elderly an opportunity to have a useful life without a social setting. Schreiber said families that adopt elderly persons on a one-to-one basis. The program utilizes the same concept as that for foster children, and families who took in elderly person would receive funds.
Use them to make pizza night.
In Dane County, for instance, 30 families in an adult foster care program get a maximum of $210 a month, he said. Individual counties in the state already have adult foster care programs, including Winnebago County, which is serving as model for Schreiber's plan to make the program statewide. He said the federal government has a guideline for the program whereby it will be paid 56% of the cost of women in the board and 75% of the cost for social services. Old age assistance and rent supplemental payment will help the pay for the rest of the program. Our goal is to have each county in the state actively involved in providing alternative care, Schreiber said. He said that such programs will probably prove less expensive to taxpayers than nursing homes for persons who do not have required nursing home care. Schreiber has been involved in the nursing home investigation since the spring of 1970 when he took and looked into the allegations of substandard conditions and weak enforcement for state regulations. He is now ombudsman for residents and nursing homes in the state under a federal grant office located in Madison and Milwaukee.
Take advantage of this very unique refinancing opportunity. And you can be confident.
A major Chinese order for American cotton may result in a substantial increase beyond the expected $1933 amount for U.S.-China trade. The United States is not moving fast enough in its attempts to combat the development energy request, and according chairman of the Congressional Joint Committee on Defense Production said. High-speed, long-range missile boat with heavy firepower has been developed by Israel to bolster its military defense and minimize its dependence on foreign military aid, the commander of the Israeli Navy announced. In sports, the Milwaukee Bucks lost to the Chicago Bulls 121-99 in Chicago.
So the only accessory you need to look fabulous is your smile. Colgate Optic White whitens more than the leading express whitening strips. And try the new collection for whiter teeth in one day.
Reveal your most extraordinary hair every day.
For fine, thin hair, L'Oreal presents
Paul Joseph will have the weather after this commercial break. Here.
feels like 2 times more hair. New volume filler from L'Oreal Advanced Hair Care.
Okay, now Paul Joseph will have the weather. Take.
There's only one thing to do.
This is Prentice.
Patrick Brewster returns. You criminal minds. Then she was discovered dead in the bucket.
Now, choose your prestige downtown location at a price you can afford. Trend and turnabout, trend to downtown office space. Relocate from office anywhere from Van Buren on east to 6th Street on west in your choice of 8 prestige office buildings. Town Realty, the most active realtor in downtown Milwaukee, where the new action is, has its own staff and professional designers and provide office space. Razor made to your exact specification for utility in the decker. You'll approve the plans, but pay nothing extra for this service. Call Jack West today at 273-2220 and he's developed a downtown office package that will include all utilities, janitor service, and you with your new office furniture at Town Realty Incorporated at 105 West Michigan Street in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at 273-2200. See Town Realty first. You simply can't do better.
Well, hello again.
Hi.
Hi. How are you? Summer, right?
Yeah. I'm.
Get at Fiscal's discount price on all new 1973 Zenith Super Chroma Color Swivel Base Gun Slit at the price of a table model at $529.95 of less than Fiscal's huge discount. Match base optional extra. It swivels. The Holland D4705 W model in green cashmere walnut color cabinet. Cabinet swivels over most comfortable view angle. Titan.
I did some.
101 chase over 9% of solid state super screen picture automatic fine tuning and control VHF UHF deluxe spotlight panels and a 6-inch oakable speaker at $529.95. That's Visco's huge discount. Match base optional extra. Brilliant chroma color picture over 9% solid state Titan 101 chases. Chroma color one button turning and solid state super gold video call today at 774-5453. Get out low discount price on Zenith TV at Visco TV at 8 and Bullman Road. Phone 774-5453.
Understand that, man, in a way I never will.
I keep hoping he'll change.
And you know he won't.
Well, you two are so different there.
It's a brand new way to start today. Pete Wilson and Joanne Williams course the morning scene. Wilson Williams with newsweather, gossip, and guests.
Comes down to family.
Wilson and Williams, fresh and informal. Wilson and Williams, weekdays at 6:30 a.m. Wilson and Williams, a brand new way to start today.
Worships and adores his family as much as you.
The morning scene, weekdays at 6:30 a.m. for a 90 dimension on the news and weather and special features. Turn to Wilson and Williams, turn to the leaders there
It's so hard to hang on to it.
on Channel 4.
It means everything.
The scene at noon.
That's why he did what he did with Adam.
Okay, now and where now? Here now is Joanne Williams. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Pete. Right now, our current conditions at
What do you mean?
12:25 p.m. reports in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You got a temperature of
That's not something.
32 degrees, with wind chill about 21 degrees at the airport with a throughput about 25 degrees and humidity 75%, ground 3.23 inches, visibly 10 miles, winds east now, it's about 16 miles per hour.
Be strong right now.
Let's take a look at our
Always are.
map situation here. Current condition around the region is 32 in Timberman, 33 in Madison, 32 out of Wisconsin Dells, 32 in Oshkosh, 34 in Manitowoc, 30 in Green Bay, 29 in Wausau, 29 in Eau Claire, 31 in La Crosse, 33 in Rockford, 36 in Naperville, 38 in Chicago O'Hare, 38 in Midway, 33 in McKay, Iowa, 37 in Davenport, 34 in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 32 in Waterloo, Iowa, 34 in Des Moines, Iowa, 29 in Rochester, Minnesota, and 27 in Minneapolis, St. Paul.
They must have everything. If only they knew.
Let's take a look at our map situation here.
War's not gonna help your mom.
Also, now you're worried about her?
I never wanted to hurt Nicky.
Why'd you go looking for him in the first place?
Nick.
He's right. I brought you into town.
Look, I haven't exactly made things easy for Mom. The way I reacted to all of this.
Rain is forecast Monday over most of California and parts of Oregon and Nevada. Snow expected in the Dakotas and Montana, and snow flurries will be predicted in Maine. It'll be cold in the northern and central portion of the nation and mild elsewhere. Okay, let's take a look at our Milwaukee outlook here. Mostly cloudy, colder. Monday, colder. Monday's outlook for Milwaukee. Mostly cloudy, colder, and Monday, cloudy, continued rather cold. Chance of some snow at night. And Tuesday, easterly winds about 8 to 60 miles per hour. Precipitation probably about 50%. Monday and 30% at night. And high Monday in the mid-30s. Night low in mid-20s and high Tuesday around 30 degrees. Sunset 5:09 p.m. and moonset 8:02 p.m. and morning stars Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, evening stars Mercury, Saturn. Record for date high 53 in 1946, low 70 below in 1895. Normal high 29, normal low 13. Southern Wisconsin. Most cloudy, colder Monday. Cloudy, continued cold. Chance of some snow at night. And Tuesday, easterly winds about 8 to 60 miles per hour. Monday, precipitation probably is 10% Monday and 30% at night. Highs Monday in the low to mid 30s and night lows in upper teens to mid 20s. Highs Tuesday in the upper 20s to low 30s. Suns 1 to 3 for Northern Wisconsin. Most cloudy, colder Monday. Cloudy, continued cold. Chance of snow at night and Tuesday. Easterly winds at 8 to 16 miles per hour. Monday, precipitation probably is 20%.
You don't need me anymore.
Monday, 30% at night. Highs on Monday in the 20s and night lows 5 to 12 above and highs Tuesday in the upper teens to low 20s. And that's gonna be it for news for Noonscene at noon on this February 5th, 1973. I'm Pete Wilson on Joanne Williams. Have a good day, and coming to next on Channel 4 will be Days of Our Lives. We'll be back. Coming to next on Channel 4 will be 3 on the match. We'll be back at News 4. We'll be back with the early scene at 5. Have a good day. Have a good evening.
Unscathed. This is my spicy new